You are now listening to
the Primal Armor Podcast.
This episode is sponsored by Executive Fit LLC. They build custom deadlift platforms, custom barbell storage pieces, and make indoor and outdoor signage for your home or corporate gym. Every platform that pairs with a rack is customized to that specific rack, so everything fits nice and clean. And they ship nationwide. Each platform has a logo applied in a way that makes it impossible to peel up from wear and tear. They even make custom nameplates for your squat rack. Visit executivefitllc.com to request a quote and see what's available on their store. That's executivefitllc.com to upgrade your deadlift game today. Welcome back to episode 48 of the Primal Armor Podcast. This week's episode is one of my favorite topics yet since we started the show. It's all about why you need to invest in a home gym. To start with, we need to lay the foundation of why it's important to go to the gym in the first place. Strength, agility, flexibility, coordination. These are all things that we lose as we age, and only at exponential rates as we get older and older if we aren't active enough to keep up on it. The best thing for aging women to do is to strength train because it helps combat osteoporosis by strengthening bones. And the best thing that any older person can do is to strength train because it helps combat falls by working on agility and coordination. Studies show that once a person has a fall, that typically starts a rapid decline in their life. So let's try to prevent that. Let's try to be active and try to strength train in the gym. And like I've said in so many episodes so far, it's your responsibility to bring your best self to the table. And you can't do that unless you're focusing on your health. Hitting the gym is the best way to start focusing on your health. It's also the best place to set an example for your family. And that's specifically why you need a home gym. My daughter just turned 1, and we get her out in the gym with us all the time and try to get her out there as often as we can. She's even got her own Little Tikes weight set out there. But she's starting to watch every little thing that we do in the gym, and she's starting to play on the real gym equipment too. And that's just because kids are always watching and always learning. Setting the example of working out every single day is a priority of your family. It'll help lead to a new generation of health and wellness. And this is also a great time for family bonding, as you can get every single person involved. And that's one of the best parts about a home gym, is you can tailor it to whomever or whatever style of fitness that you like. You like CrossFit? Buy some CrossFit gear. You like powerlifting? Buy a rack and a nice bar. You like endurance? Invest in a nice bike or a treadmill. You like sports? Buy sports-specific equipment. The possibilities are endless when it comes to building a home gym, and especially because there are so many companies out there that are creating custom gyms for your space, just like Surplus Strength. Are you looking for the ultimate home gym setup? Upgrade to Surplus Strength. Surplus Strength provides custom gym spaces, universal pulley systems, and other gym attachments for your home gym. Visit surplusstrength.com today. And now you can't say that you don't have room for a home gym, because companies like these will custom build a rack and other equipment for you to fit whatever space that you have. You can even do it yourself if you're crafty enough. Everyone is starting to do the do-it-yourself home gym projects out there, and you can basically Google just about any piece of equipment you might want or need, and they'll give you the materials and step-by-step instructions on how to do it. The next big project in my gym is going to be a rock climbing wall. We have a big empty wall on one side of my garage that I saved for my daughter's little playground. You know those like fake rock attachments that you can get to go on play sets in the backyard, like how they climb up to the back and slide down the slide? I found some of those Menards, and that just sparked an idea in my head. I'm going to put some plexiglass sheets on the wall to protect the drywall, and then create an entire rock climbing wall on that side of the gym. So like I said, the possibilities are endless, especially if you have some ideas and you're crafty enough. And if not, if you're not crafty or you don't have an idea, there's nothing wrong with buying used or new gym equipment. There's so many options out there through Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and any of those secondhand stores that it's easy to score a good deal. But some people try to argue that they can't afford to buy their own equipment. So let's do the math real quick. If fitness is a lifestyle, and it's not just something you do for a few months and give up on, because that's when you lose progress and regress, it's a lifelong commitment then. So when you invest in a home gym, you're making a purchase that can last you a lifetime. You can get a quality rack, bar, and weight set for under $1,000. And especially if you buy used, you can get it even cheaper than that. So now let's just say the average gym membership is $50. Over the course of a year, you're going to be paying the same amount of money that you could have paid to have a gym at home. But now you have to pay that every single year thereafter because you have nothing at home to show for that, for the money you spent. So you're basically just throwing it down the drain. Now let's also factor in the gas money that you're going to be paying to drive to the gym, because gas ain't cheap nowadays. We're creeping up on $6 a gallon right now where I'm at, and it's probably even higher in places like Florida, California, New York, where there's a lot bigger cities. And who knows how much more that's going to rise. So right there, in 1 year, you're saving money by investing in a home gym. And now you can take the extra $500 to $1,000 every single year after that and focus that into something else that you enjoy, or even expanding your gym to be better than the one that you started off with, or even better than the one that you went to before. But not only does investing in a home gym save you money, it also saves you so much time as well. The average commute is probably around 30 minutes for most people, and that's both if you live in a rural or suburban community, because in a rural community you could be driving miles and miles to get to the next town, or if you live in the city, you're probably going to be navigating a lot of traffic and stoplights. So either way, you're going to be saving time by moving the gym into your house. And then you don't have to worry about the gym hours either. You can get your workouts in super early in the morning or super late at night for whatever's most convenient for your schedule. I know I get a lot of late night workouts in once my daughter goes to bed, because there's no way I'd ever be able to drive to the next town, have the gym be open then, and then drive all the way home without taking 2 to 3 times the amount that I would have been doing by working out in the gym in my home. So that's why there's so many perks to having a home gym. Another one people struggle with is just the fear of being judged by people while they're at the gym. And you totally get to avoid those feelings by having a gym at home. Or my personal favorite, I see people do some absolutely ridiculous exercises and movements in the gym. And a lot of the people see them on videos, and you just look at those people and you're like, why do you think that the machine is meant for that? Or they even try to offer up advice and come up to you, and they absolutely have no clue what they're talking about, but they still think they know more than you. And that's been my favorite part about getting out of a public gym, is getting away from all the garbage things like that you see out there. There's just too many perks to not have a home gym. It's just making that first step towards creating it. And you don't have to buy everything in one purchase. It never works that way. And that's how you end up wasting money and buying something you regret purchasing. So take it slow and only buy things that you know that you'll use, and start off small. Buy some dumbbells or a kettlebell and use that for a while you're designing your space and making sure it truly fits your space and truly fits the workout style that you have. And even if you guys need help designing your space, I know some guys that'll help. Obviously myself, of course, because I've countlessly moved my gym to tons of different places and had to fit different spaces. And I have bought equipment, sold equipment, and stuff like that. So if you guys need any tips, I'm here to help. But also, Surplus Strength and Executive Fit make some really quality equipment out there, so make sure you're checking them out. And I'm also going to start documenting the progress of the Primal Armor home gym as well, so you can see some of what we've got now and take some inspiration from that and see how it grows over time. So for a quick recap, strength training is one of the greatest things you can do for your body over the course of a lifetime. It strengthens bones and muscles and helps with your balance and coordination. It also sets an example for your family, and having a gym at home lets them join in. And there's also endless possibilities when it comes to building your home gym, and countless companies out there that can create things for the space that you need. It also saves time, space, and judgment from others. So what are you waiting for? Start building a home gym today. In the meantime, though, we got another dad joke of the week. And there's 2 of them this week that fit similar topics, and they're both submitted by listeners of the show. The first one is, have you heard of the movie called Constipation? Probably not, because it hasn't came out yet. And the second one is a little more vulgar, and it comes from a guy I work with, and he heard the first one and had one of his own that I thought was pretty funny. Have you heard that diarrhea is hereditary? It's because it runs in the genes. I love it when listeners get involved in the show, so always feel free to reach out with joke submissions, suggestions for the show, and more. Before we end today's episode, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Anchor Podcasts. They distribute this podcast, you guys, in just about any platform you may try to find us on, such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. All the recording, editing, and final touches are also done through Anchor, which makes getting the Primal Armor podcast out to you guys very quick, easy, and mobile. You guys can also submit questions or voice messages that I can add to our next episode. Go download the Anchor.fm app today to check out what it's all about. I just want to thank you for listening to today's podcast, and we'll see you back here again next week.